गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Dear friends, we are in this Mundakopanishad, third Mundaka, first part and sixth mantra. In the last class we completed the fifth mantra and also just read out the sixth mantra, but we will again read this sixth mantra. Let us read. Satyameva jayate nanrutam satyena pantha vitato devayanaha yena kramanchirushayo hyaptakama yatra tatsatyasya paramam nidhanam. Okay. So here we are seeing that in this particular say khanda, the Upanishad is talking about Satyadi Sadhanani. These are all the say Bahiranga Sadhanani for Chitta Shuddhi. Number one, for attaining Chitta Shuddhi, and after attaining Chitta Shuddhi, that enables you to go to the next level called Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. So these Bahiranga Sadhanani are being extolled, they are being praised in this particular chapter, in this particular section. So this earlier thing also, Satyena labhyas tapasa hyesha atma, so all that Satya, Brahmacharya, tapas, etc., they were talked about in the earlier mantra. This mantra also is emphasizing this Satyam. So Satyam here does not mean Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, but the normal sense of Satyam, that is truthfulness, truthful behavior. So Satyameva jayate na anrutam, not untruth. Then Satyena pantha is path. Vitataha Devayanaha, that Devayana path is well established, is well laid out for you. Yena Akramanti Rushayaha, Akramanti, Akramanam, you know, Akramanam is you are capturing something, you are occupying something, that is what is Akramana. So here it is either occupying or you can also say ascend, ASCEND, ascend. Rushayaha, Aptakamaha, Aptakamaha means those whose desires have been fulfilled. Kamaha aptaha yaihi te. So they are the apta kamaha. Then yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. And then where, yatra is where, tat satyasya, of that particular truth, truthful conduct and behavior. Paramam nidhanam yatra vartate. Paramam nidhanam means that supreme treasure. Nidhanam is something which is a nidhi. You know the word nidhi. In Telugu also we use the word nidhi. Nidhi to refer to a treasure. Nidhanam is also same thing, dha dhatu, the same dha dhatu, where something is nikshipta, it is kept somewhere, it is kept as a big treasure. So if you follow this path of truthfulness, that thing called Devayana path is kept for you as is fixed for you, it is very much well laid out for you, and in that particular path you reach, and then you reach the treasure, you go and reach that treasure where it is well preserved for you. So that is the thing. Let us read the Bhashyam. So this Devayana, I hope you remember. Yeah. Devayana and Pitruyana. Pitruyana is the path followed by all these Karmatha. Karmatha means those who are adhering to these, Kamya Karmas. They are so, every day they have so many desires, and because of the desires, you perform so many Kamya Karmas, so many Vratams, so many Pujas, etc., etc. So those things, all those karmas, they lead to that Pitruyana. They are, that Pitruyana is laid out for them. Then this Devayana is for somebody who is also associating that with this Upasana. And then here of course Upasana is not mentioned because Satya is being extolled. Shankaracharya has told in the say Avatarika, Satyadi sadhana stutyarthaha ayam arthavadaha. Arthavada means you have to take it as a sort of praise, a sort of extolling sentence. You should not compare it with the Devayana, why there is a small contradiction, etc. This is basically to praise this particular sadhanam, means called truthful behavior. So that paramam nidhanam is laid out for you. So that is what it is. It says. Let us see the bhashyam. Satyameva satyavaneva jayate jayati na anrutavadi ityarthaha. Nahi satyanrutayoho kevalayoho purusha anashritayoho jayah parajayo va sambhavati. Prasiddham loke satyavadina anrutavadyabhibhuyate na viparyayah atas siddham satyasya balavat sadhanatvam. Satyam is a balavan, say balavat sadhanam. That is it. Satyam is balavat sadhanam. That is, Satyam is a very strong. Balavat is strong. Strong sadhanam. Strong means for what? For attaining the Devayana. So if you see, Satyameva means Satyameva Jayate means what does it mean? Satyameva Jayate means Satyavan Eva. Because you can't say Satyam, truth triumphs. When we say truth triumphs, what do we mean? The person who speaks truth triumphs. So Satyavan, Satyam means Satyavan. If you say money wins, let us say, money wins. Money, the person who has money wins. So that is what it means. Money wins or something like that. When you refer, without reference to a person, money itself is not going to get into the battlefield. Similarly, Satyam, without taking the person into consideration, there is no battle between truth and untruth. There is one person who is following truthfulness, there is another person who is untruthful. So the fight is between the truthful person and the untruthful person. So that is what is the thing. Satyameva jayate, satyavaneva jayate, jayati. Na anrutam, na anrutavadi. Anrutavadi means an untruthful person. Nahi satyanrutayoho kevalayoho. If you take merely this Satyam and Anrutam, there can't be a fight between these two. Purusha anashritayoho. Purusha anashritayoho means when they are mentioned without reference to a person in whom they are there, in whom those two qualities are there. Satyam is a quality, Asatyam is a quality. Purusha anashritayoho means when you are mentioning these two words without reference to the person in whom they are there, then there is no fight between this pure Satyam and pure Asatyam. So that is what it is. Jayah parajayo va na sambhavati. Then prasiddham loke satyavadina anrutavadi abhibhuyate. It is also well known. You go to a court of law. Of course, court of law may sometimes may find truth, may not find truth. It depends on the advocates, because advocates are so intelligent that basically winning is what matters there. So an untruthful person may also win. But the basic principle is a truthful person will win. So that is the basic principle. Let us hope that that is the general norm. So the court is supposed to establish what is the truth. Satyavadi, Asatyavadi on one side. So this Asatyavadi, so Satyavadi na, by this Satyavadi, Anrutavadi, Abhibhuyate. Abhibhuyate means he is defeated. Abhibhava means defeat, isn't it? Abhibhuyate means he is defeated. Then na viparyaha, not on the contrary. Viparya means not the contrary. Then ataha siddham, then so that is how it is so well known that it is satyasya balavat sadhanatvam. Satyam is something which is a very strong means. Kincha shastratopi avagamyate satyasya sadhanatishayatvam. Moreover, shastrataha api, because Shankaracharya quotes normally the Shastram. He also talks about logic, Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava, all the strategies are there, isn't it? Shruti is one, Yukti is one. Earlier he has told the general observation. Now Shastra also is saying the same thing. He says, Shastrataha, by the support, on the support of the Shastra, by support of Shastra also, it is avagamyate. Avagamyate means it is well known that Satyasya sadhana atishayatvam. So this is the supreme, this is a very atishaya. Sadhana Atishaya. Atishaya means extolled, high. No. Niratisaya. If you say Niratisaya, it is unparalleled. There is no Niratisaya. Atishayatva means simple, extolled. It is a highly exalted, let us say. Exalted is the correct word. It is an exalted or very strong, high means. Sadhana Atishayatvam. It is a very exalted sadhana. Very powerful sadhanam, let us say. Then Katham. Satyena yathabhutavada vyavasthaya. Vada vyavasthaya. Pantha devayanakhyo. Vitataha vistirnaha satatyena pravruttaha. So why is it so? Satyam, where is it laid out? Shastra, what does it say? Because Satyena yathabhutavada vyavasthaya. Yathabhutavada vyavasthaya. Satyam means yathabhutavada kathana. Yathabhuta vadanam. That is just saying what exactly is, what happened, what exactly has happened. So yathabhuta vadanam, isn't it? Yathabhutavada vyavastha. Vyavastha means that particular structure. Vyavastha means a particular structure. So this particular structure which is called Satyam. Satya yathabhuta vadanam is one structure. So that particular structure which is called Satyam, by that Pantha, what is that Pantha? Devayana Akhyaha. Akhyaha means which is called. Akhya means a name, isn't it? Akhya is a name. Devayana Akhyaha means that which is named Devayana. Vitataha. Vitataha means Tanudhatu. Tanu Vistare. It is well laid out. Vitataha. Vitataha, it is well established. It is well laid out for you. Tanudhatu. Then Satatyena. Satatam, you know. Satatam means always. Satatyena means it is always there. That particular path is Nirantaram. It is constantly there. Satatyena, Nirantaram. Nirantaram, you can say constantly. It is always there. That Satya, for a person of truthful nature, this particular path, Devayana, is so well laid out. It is constantly there. It is unfailing. So that is it. Yena patha hyakramanti kramante. Yena patha hyakramanti kramante. Rushayah darshanavantaha. Kuhaka maya shathya ahankara dambha anrutavarjitaha. Kuhaka maya shathya ahankara dambha anrutavarjitaha. Varjitaha. Hi aptakama, hyaptakama. Vigata trishna sarvataha. Yatra yasmin tat paramartha tattvam satyasya uttama sadhanasya sambandhi sadhyam paramam prakrushtam nidhanam purushartha rupena nidhiyate iti nidhanam vartate. Not vidhiyate, nidhiyate. Because it is paramam nidhanam, it is not vidhanam. Paramam nidhanam, it is a treasure, supreme treasure. Nidhanam, a nidhi, something which is there, so such a precious treasure. So that is it. Where did we start? Yena pantha, by which path? Yena patha means by which path. He, because indeed, he means here, not merely because, sometimes depending on the structure, we say because or indeed, akramanti. Kramante, kramadhatu. Krama means to take steps. They move towards akramanti. Kramante, who Rushayaha. Rushi means darshana silinaha. Rushayaha, darshanavantaha. Rushi gatau, gati dhatu, isn't it? And all the gati dhatus, they are also jnanarthaka dhatu. Ye gatyarthaha te jnanarthakaha. There is a general rule. Whatever dhatu is referring to a gati also means jnanarthakam. Rusha gatau, some root word, Rusha I think. Rusha gatau. Gatau means in the context of movement. Gati also refers to jnanarthaka. Ye gatyarthaha te jnanarthakaha, that is a general rule. So this is darshanavantaha, those who have this darshana, those who have this right vision, right understanding. And what type of darshanavantaha? Kuhaka, maya, shathya, all these things are varjitaha. Varjitaha means those who are devoid of all these things, all these weaknesses. What are all these weaknesses? Kuhaka. Kuhakam means deceiving others. Anandagiri is explaining every word here. Kuhakam paravanchanam, he says. Paravanchanam means deceiving others, paravanchanam. Then Maya, what is the difference between Maya and Kuhakam? Maya, this is pure Paravanchanam, cheating. Maya means, say, antaranyatha gruhitva bahiranyatha prakashanam Maya. You have something in the mind and say something else. So that is hypocrisy. Have something in the mind and you say something else. That is again hypocrisy, hypocritical behavior, Maya. This is not our Maya, which is the Prakriti, Pradhanam, Avyakta, not that. Maya. Then Shathyam. Shathyam also is a beautiful word. Vibhavanusarena apradhanam. Suppose you are a very rich man. Very rich man and you give only 1 rupee to a beggar. So you can't even give some 10 rupee note to that fellow. So that is Shathyam. So there are many people, in fact you come across people who don't have much money but then they are liberal in giving. But then those who are very, very rich but who are very, very stingy. So that is Shathyam. So that is why in say this Vratams, suppose you do Satyanarayana Vratam or Ganesha Vratam or any Vratam, when there is a story which follows, isn't it? So in that story, usually there is a line, Vitta Shathyam Nakarayet, Vitta Shathyam. Vitta Shathyam means with reference to money. In the with money, you should not be stingy. You should not be stingy with money when you are doing this particular vratam. So like that. Shathyam. Vibhavanusarena apradhanam. Vibhava means wealth. Vibhava means wealth. Anusarena, in accordance with wealth. Apradhanam, you are not giving. So that is what is Shathyam. Then ahankara. Ahankara, mithyabhimana. Though I don't deserve, though I don't have that merit, I claim to have that merit. That is ahankara. I am this, I am that. So I claim ahankara, that great ego. So that is great sense of ego. Then dambha. Dambha is again something different. Ahankara and dambha, there is a slight difference, you see. Ahankara, though I don't deserve a particular thing, I go and occupy that seat, I say, yes, I deserve it. Dambha is, I pretend to be a highly virtuous man. That is, I pretend to be highly virtuous and then I put on some tilak and then I do all, say all sort of pretenses are there. So that is dambha. Dambha dharma dhvajitvam. This word was used by Shankaracharya also in Gita Bhashya. Dharma dhvajitvam. As though you are holding a flag. Dhvaja means a flag, isn't it? As though you are holding a flag and proclaiming to the whole world, yes, I am the great observer of dharma. So that is what is dharma dhvajitvam. Then dambha anruta varjita. Anruta means untruthfulness. So all these things, varjita means those who are devoid of all these great defects. Then varjita he indeed, those aptakamaha means aptakamaha sarvataha. So in all sense, in all ways, in all manners, aptakamaha means those who are very, very contented, those who do not have any great desires. All their desires have been fulfilled in the sense that not that he wanted everything and then all things have come. But the point is, his kama have all the desires have become eradicated. So that is what is aptakama. So atmakamaha, aptakamaha. There is another sentence, isn't it? Aptakamaha eva aptakamaha. So one who desires atma is the man who is aptakama. So vigata trushnaha, aptakamaha vigata trushnaha. That is, their trushna has gone. Yeah, this word we missed. Aptakama does not mean that all the desires have been fulfilled. Not like that. Vigata trushnaha, his trushna has disappeared. Once the trushna has gone, then he is as good as aptakama, isn't it? You don't have any desire. In Ananda Mimamsa, if you recall what we read in Taittiriya Upanishad, there is a discussion on Ananda, what is bliss. So there is a measure for human bliss, there is a measure for Gandharva bliss, there is a measure for Deva's bliss, there is a measure for Indra's bliss. So like that it goes on exponentially. So at the end of every line, you come across a small tag, that is Shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya ya evam, what is this? Ya yesho manushya gandharvanam anandaha ye shatam manushya gandharvanam anandaha sa eko deva gandharvanam anandaha Shrotriyasya cha kamahatasya. 100 measures of this is equal to the one measure of the highest, next higher level, and that is equal to the happiness of Srotriyasya cha akamahatasya. Akamahata means the same, vigata tushnaha. This kama means desire. Akamahataha, one who is not afflicted by desire. It is again a beautiful word, akamahataha. One who is not afflicted by desire. So his happiness is equal to this Manushya Gandharva, this Manushananda, Manushya Gandharvananda, Deva Gandharvananda, then so many levels. It is equal to that. So Vigata Tushnaha Sarvataha Yatra Yasmin. So that in that particular say place, he is referring to that place called Satyaloka. Yasmin Tat Paramartha Tattvam Satyasya Uttama Sadhanasya Sambandhi Sadhyam. So Satyam is a sadhanam. Satyam is a sadhanam and Devayana is the path. And what is the sadhyam? Sadhyam is that Satyaloka. Satyam is the sadhanam, Devayana is the path, and the Satyasya Uttama Sadhanasya Sambandhi Sadhyam. Sambandhi means that related to that. Related to that, what is the Sadhyam? Sadhyam means that is something which can be achieved by that, is that Satyaloka. And that is what is again further description, Paramam Nidhanam. Paramam means Paramam Prakrushtam. Prakrushtam means highest. Highest. Nidhanam. Nidhanam means a sort of treasure. Purushartha rupena nidhiyate iti nidhanam vartate. Purushartha rupena nidhiyate. It is kept there. It is kept there, treasured for you. Nidhiyate iti nidhanam. Then tatracha yena patha akramanti sa satyena vitata iti purvena sambandha. So tatracha, there yena patha akramanti, by which path they do come. So that you have to connect to the previous line. Sa satyena vitataha. What is that earlier line? Satyena vitataha pantha devayana. Satyena pantha vitato devayana. That earlier line has to be connected here. That particular path is that devayana path, which is there well laid out for a truthful person. Then kim tat kim dharmakancha tat ityuchyate. Kim tat means what is that? Kim dharmakam, of what nature? Dharma means property or nature. Kim dharmakam, what is its nature, what is its property? Characteristics. Ityuchyate, that is being told. Let us read the next mantra. Bruhaccha tad divyam achintya rupam sukshmaccha tad sukshmataram vibhati durat sudure tadihanti kecha Pasyatsvihaiva nihitam guhayam. So similar thing as we read in several places earlier, also in earlier Upanishads. That is, tad dure tad vantike tad antarasya bahishya something. We read in that what is this Ishavasya Upanishad. In other Upanishads also, tad dure tad antike type of language we saw. So bruhaccha tat, that is something which is great. Bruhat, of course we are going to see. I am just giving the broad meaning. We will see the bhashyam. Bruhatcha. Bruhat means great, something which is great. Then tat divyam. Divya means something which is connected with intelligence. That is dipyate, divyate. That is intelligence. That is of the nature of jnana swarupa. Then achintya rupam. That is something which is beyond sensory cognition. Achintya. Chintanam means you can do chintanam only when something is, you can conceive it by mind. When you can objectify it by the mind. This is something which cannot be seen by the indriyas, which cannot be objectified by the mind. Achintya rupam. Then sukshmacha tat sushmataram vibhati. It is more subtle than the subtlest. Sukshma means what is it? Sukshma means karanam. Sthula is karyam, isn't it? For all the karyams that Brahma is the sukshma. The sukshma most, let us say. Sukshmatamam, that is sukshma most. What is that? That is the ultimate cause. There is no other thing behind it. That Brahman is the ultimate cause, there is nothing behind it, isn't it? So from Brahma, that Maya, and then from that Maya, this Maya Vichinna Chaitanya, we call it Ishvara, and then there emerges that Hiranyagarbha. So all that is the general structure we see, isn't it? So the Sukshmachata Sushmataram. You anything, whatever Hiranyagarbha, and go beyond that Hiranyagarbha to Avyakta, and go beyond that Avyakta, it is it. So beyond that there is nothing. So Sukshmataram Vibhati. Vibhati means you know that Vividha Rupena Bhati. It is manifest in so many ways. Then Durat Sudure Tad. It is farther than it is farther than the say something which is already far off. It is much more distant than the distant. Okay, let us use some better word. It is more distant than the distant. Durat Sudure Tat. That is, it is more distant than the already distant. Tadiha Iha Antikecha. It is also so close. Antike. Tad Dure Tad Dvantike, isn't it? Antike means so close, because for a person, for a thinking person, for a person who has that mental equanimity and all that, it is quite easily knowable. Then Pashyatsu Ihaiva Nihitam Guhayam. Pashyatsu. Pashyan. Gachan Shrunvan. Like that. Pashyan. Pashyatsu is Saptami Bahuvachanam. Pashyatsu. Pashyatsu means for them who are, Saptami is here, you can take it in the sense of Shashti. That is the meaning. For them, for those who are the seers. Pashyan means one who sees, isn't it? For those who are seers, for those who are capable of seeing, for those who have that ability to see, Ihaiva Nihitam Guhayam. It is here and here very much for those who are capable of seeing. If you are not capable of seeing, it is our fault. That is what it says. For it is here, though it is here readily available for those who can see. Pashyatsu Ihaiva Nihitam Guhayam. You know that Nihitam Guha. Nihitam, Nidhanam and Nihitam are from the same dhatu. Dha dhatu. Dha becomes a hita. Dha dhatu becomes hita, like Purohita. Puraha Dha, the one who is placed in front. He is called Purohita, one who is placed in front. Suppose in olden days when the kings moved out, so the Purohita walked in front. Whenever the king went out, the Purohita walked in front. So Purohita was somebody who was something like absorbing all evil things, and then he is the man who, if there is anything, he is the man who is supposed to advise the king. So like that, Purohita was kept ahead. Then Nihitam Guhayam. Even in wars, it seems the Purohita was kept ahead. So Nihitam Guhayam. So let us see the Bhashyam. Bruhan Mahachya Tat Prakrutam Brahma Satyadi Sadhanam Sarvato Vyapyatvat. Vyaptatvat. This Prakrutam Brahma, this Brahman which we are talking about, Prakrutam means in this particular context we are talking about Brahma. So Satyadi Sadhanam. Satyadi Sadhanam means Satyadi Sadhanakam, let us say. That is that which is attained by path called Satya. Because Satya is being extolled, praised here, isn't it? So that Satyadi Sadhanakam Brahma, Sadhanam means Satyadi Sadhanakam, we have to say grammatically. That is that which can be achieved by this sadhanam called Satyam. Then Sarvataha Vyaptatvat. It is Sarvataha Vyaptam. It is already pervading everywhere. So that thing is, there is nothing beyond that. Something which is pervading all around. What is there bigger than that? There is nothing bigger than that. So that is that Bruhat. Then Divyam Swayam Prabham Anindriya Gocharam Atayeva na Chintayitum Shakyate Asya Rupam Ityachintya Rupam. Okay, Divyam. Divyam is that which is of the nature of light, that which is of the nature of intelligence. Divyam Swayam Prabham. Swayam Prabha means this is the light which is which is capable of seeing everything, which is enabling all other things to function. So if it is seen by Indriyas, it is not Swayam Prakasha, it becomes Paraprakasha, isn't it? If it is seen by the Indriyas, it is not Swayam Prakasha. If it is known by the mind, it is not Swayam Prakasha. Swayam Prakasha means this is the thing which sees. This is the thing which sees all other things. And if mind is seeing, it becomes Paraprakasha only, isn't it? So this is Swayam Prakasha. It influences the mind also. It enables the mind also. Then Swayam Prabham Anindriya Gocharam. Atayeva na Chintayitum Shakyate. Whatever is Indriya Gocharam, the mind can think. If it is not Indriya Gocharam, the mind also it cannot think, isn't it? It is beyond mind. When it is beyond senses, it is naturally beyond the mind. Na Chintayitum Shakyate Asya Rupam Iti Achintya Rupam. So this Rupam cannot be say thought of. Then Sukshmat Akashaderapi Tat Sukshmataram Niratishayam Hi Saukshmiyam Asya Sarvakaranatvat Karanatvat Vibhati Vividham Aditya Chandradyaakarena Bhati Deepyate. Okay. Sukshmat. Sukshmat Sushmam, isn't it? Then Sukshma, what is the subtlest thing? Akasha. Because if you see, whatever among all the things which we see, which is the most subtle? The most subtle is Akasha. Among all the things which we can see, which we can see and conceptualize. Because Akasha is something which is all-pervading. That is something which is closest to Brahma. Akasha is something which is giving space to everything to exist. And then you can't conceptualize anything beyond that. And that is Sukshma. Because Akashad, Vayuhu, Vayor, Agnihi, etc., that is the origin, that is the thing from where all other things have come into existence, isn't it? That whole... Yeah, that is something which is beyond that. Of course, you can't say Desha beyond Parichannatva, because only tentatively you are saying Akasha is beyond that thing. But with reference to that Brahmana, from in that Brahma, that first of all that Maya Vachanna Chaitanya, and then only all these things, isn't it? So it is not absolutely this thing, but relatively. Like relative Amrutatvam, like relative, something similarly relative Anantatvam. So, Satyadi Sasanam, Sukshmad Akashaderapi. That Akasha which we are able to see as the Sukshma. This is some Sukshmataram. It is more subtle than that, because for that Akasha also this is the Karanam. Sukshma means Karanam. Simply we have to remember Sushma is Karanam, Sthula means Karyam. So this is Sukshmataram. Niratishayam hi Saukshmiyam asya. Here Niratishayam is unparalleled. That is, there is no parallel to that. For what? For the Saukshmiyam. That's the fact that it is the cause. This is the cause of all causes. This is the cause for all causes. So there is nothing beyond that. Sukshma Saukshmiyamasya Sarva Karanatvat. So he is explaining Sarva Karanatvat, because it is the Karanam for everything else. Then Vibhati. Vibhati also we know. V is Vividham. Vibhati, isn't it? Vividham. Then how Vividham means? Aditya Chandra Dhyakarena. That Brahman is the thing which is shining in the form of sun, which is shining in the form of moon, stars, galaxies, etc. All these things, Bhati, Vibhati. Then Kincha Durad Viprakushta Deshat Sudure Viprakushtatara Deshe Tare Deshe Vartate. Lar will break it. Kincha Durad Viprakushta Deshat Sudure Viprakushtatare Deshe Vartate Avidusham Atyanta Agamyatvat Brahma. So this Brahma is Atyanta Agamyam. For whom? For Avidusham. For Avidusham, for those Avidwan, for somebody who is an Ajnani, for somebody who is not in the Jnana path. This is something Agamyam. Agamyam Brahma. Brahma is something which cannot be reached. So he is explaining Kincha Durat. Durat Sudure. From something which is already distant or far off. This is more far off, this is more distant. So that is it. Durat Viprakushta Deshat. Viprakushta means it is already Viprakushta. It is already, there is a big gap. Viprakushta Desha. It is already distant land. It is a distant land. From that, it is Viprakushta Taram, more distant. Viprakushta Taram means it is more distant. More distant Deshe Vartate Avidusham. For the people who do not have that ability to do Viveka, Shravana, etc., for them it is something which cannot be achieved. It is not in the physical distance. It is not the physical distance which we are talking about. It is in terms of the number of births, isn't it? It is in the terms of the so many births you have to take. A person, a foolish fellow, a foolish person, he may have to take up so many janmas. And in some particular janma, we have seen earlier, in one particular janma, somebody, some benevolent teacher So some teacher will give him the right path, and then in that path he will move, and then maybe he will attain say siddhi in the same life, or he may have to wait for some more time. So it is, this distance is in terms of time. That also we have to see. It is not as though there is a physical distance between you and Brahma. It is not like that, because there cannot be any physical distance between you and Brahma, because you are already in Brahma and you are that Brahma. If you say that Satyam Jnanam Anantam, you can't exclude yourself from that Anantam. So you are very much in that. So it is not a physical distance we have to take. It is the distance in terms of the number of births, the time taken for realization. So all that is the distance. Then vibhati vartate viprakushatare deshe vartate avidusham. Okay. Iha dehe antike samipe cha vidusham atmatvat. For vidusham, for those who are jnanis, atmatvat, because it is their own self. Atmatvat, Panchami Vibhakti. For because it is their own self. It is so close, it is so closely known. Iha, here, dehe. Iha, dehe also, is it there in the mantra? In the mantra, Ihaiva Nihitam Guhayam. Okay, it is not mentioned. Nihitam Guhayam. Iha dehe. Here means dehe, antike. It is so close. Samipecha. It is so close, so near. Vidusham atmatvat. Where exactly is it? Sarvantaratvacha. Akashasyapyantara shrutehe. Antara. Akashasyapyantara. Akashasya antara. Your book says antara. Antara. Antaratvam. Antara also may be correct. Akashasyapyantara shrutehe. Then because it is something which is sarvantara, it is more subtle. It is the antara means that is the self of everything else. Antara, something which is inside means that which is the self of everything else. Akashasyapi antara shrutehe. For that akasha also it is the self. Tasmadva akasha, tasmadva ye tasmadatmana akasha sambhutah. From that atma only this akasha emerges. So for that akasha also this is the cause. So akashasyapi antara shrutehe. Then iha, now we are coming to the last line. Pasyatsvihaiva nihitam guhayam. Iha pasyatsu chetanavatsu ityetat nihitam sthitam darshanadikriyavatvena yogibhihi lakshyamaanam. Kwa guhayam buddhi lakshanayam. तत्र हि निगूढ़ं लक्ष्यते विद्वद्भिः तथापि अविद्यया समृतं सन् न लक्ष्यते तत्रस्थम् एव अविद्वद्भिः. Okay. Vidusham atmatvat. Because it is the atma, because it is the very self of all people. For jnanis it is known. The next line is sarvantaratvacha akashasyapi antarashrutehe, because it is the self of akasha also. Now we are coming to this line. Iha. Iha means here, in this body. Pashyatsu. Pashyan. Pashyatsu is the line from the mantra only. Pasyatsvihaiva. Pashyatsu, that is, what is this Pashyatsu? Chetanavatsu. Chetanavatsu. That is, those who are having that Chetana. Chetana here refers to thinking, intelligence, viveka, chetana vatsu, for the viveka, for the people of viveka, for the people who are endowed with that viveka and jnana, chetana vatsu ityetat. So it means chetanavan. Then where is it? Nihitam. Nihitam means sthitam. It is well established there. Then darshanadi kriyavatvena. This is one important point which you have to see. Darshanadi kriyavatvena lakshyamaanam. Yogibhihi, by these yogis, lakshyamaanam. Lakshyamaanam means it is seen. It is seen by the yogis as darshanadi kriyavan. What does it mean? The yogis, they see that Atma as the drashta. They see, the yogis, they see Atma as the shrota. They see Atma as the manta. Drashta, shrota, manta, vijnata. We have come across this line in Bhashyams earlier. Because it is the Atma which is the drashta. It is the Atma which is the shrota. Atma means the consciousness, the intelligence of Atman, that is the drashta, that is the shrota, that is the manta. There is another line also which says, Nanyadatosti drashta, Nanyadatosti shrota, something like that. There is a mantra, that quotation also we have seen. Most of the quotations are from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Nanyadatosti drashta, drashta, shrota, manta, etc. That also is from there. So that is, you followed this line or not? Where is this? Iha pasyatsu chetanavasu ityetat nihitam sthitam darshanadi kriyavattvena. Darshanadi kriyavattvena means that is darshanadi kriyavan. That is darshanadi kriyavat. Let us kriyavatvam. Kriyavatvam means darshanadi kriyavatvam tatra brahmani drishyate. That is darshanadi kriyavatvam means all this activity called darshanam. Drashta, being a drashta. Darshanam kriya, that is being a drashta. Being a shrota, being a mantra, all this kriyavatvam is seen in that Brahman by the yogis. Yogis don't think that I am the drashta, I am the shrota, I am the mantra. They don't say that Atma is the shrota, Atma is the drashta, Atma is the mantra. So that is what they realize, isn't it? They don't think that I am the person. Is it clear? Yes. Yogi vihi lakshamanam. Then where? Kwa means where? Guhayam buddhi lakshanayam. In this buddhi lakshanayam guhayam, in this guha or cave, which is nothing other than this buddhi, this human intellect. Not only human but any animal also. We are talking about an ant also here. So tatrahi nigudham lakshyate, this we read, isn't it? Tatrahi, there, because there, nigudham lakshyate, it is so well established, it is so well placed there, nigudham, nishiptam, there, it is so well preserved there, vidvadbhihi, by the vidvamsa, by the learned people, by the jnanis. Though even then, tathapi means even then, though it is so very well seen by the jnanis, even then, avidyaya samvrutam san, na lakshyate tatra avidvadbhihi. For this avidvadbhihi, by this avidwan, by these ignorant people, because of their ignorance, avidyaya samvrutam san. Samvrutam means avaranam. Avruta, samvruta, these are all same, isn't it? Avaranam, avaranam, avruta, samvruta means all covered. It is concealed by ignorance. Avidyaya samvrutam san. It is not, avidya is not that of Brahma, avidya is that of this avidwan. This avidwan, he is having that avidya. By this man's avidya it is covered. Avidyaya tathapi, avidyaya samvrutam san, because it is concealed by that ignorance of avidwan. Then na lakshyate tatrasthameva. Tatrasthameva means even though it is stationed there, tatrastham, it is stationed there, even then it is not seen by this avidwan. Is it clear? Okay. Punarapi asadharanam tad. Asadharanam tad asadharanam tad upalabdhi sadhanam uchyate. Sadhanam uchyate. Punarapi means again. Asadharanam tad upalabdhi sadhanam uchyate. So this Upanishad is going to tell you about an upalabdhi sadhanam, a means to attain it. A means to, upalabdhi means attaining, isn't it? Upalabdhi sadhanam. What type of upalabdhi sadhanam? Asadharanam. Something which is extraordinary, something which is unique. So some extraordinary upalabdhi sadhanam, the next mantra is going to say. Let us read the mantra. Na chakshusha gruhyate napi vacha nanyir devais tapasa karmanava jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvaha tatastu tam pashyate nishkalam dhyayamanah. Okay. So this words also we have seen in other Upanishads. Na chakshusha gruhyate. Na chakshusha gruhyate. That is, it cannot be seen. Gruhyate, grahanam, isn't it? Graha means to perceive. It cannot be cognized by the chakshu. Chakshu means eye. Na api vacha. You can't express it by words. Then na anyaihi devaihi. Deva means indriyani. Indriya. For this deva shabda, there are several meanings, isn't it? Nanyair devaihi. Not by other indriyas. Not only this jnanendriyam, one jnanendriyam has been told and one karmendriyam has been told. There are 4 more Jnanendriyas and 4 more Karmendriyas. So not even by all of them. Na anyair devaihi. Then not even by tapasa. Not even by tapasa or karma. Tapas and all these things, they are for various inferior say achievements. Tapas in the sense of Shravana Manana Nidhyasana is different. Here we are not referring to tapas in that sense. We are referring to normal tapas, various austerities. We are referring to normal austerities without reference to say this learning of Mahavakya, etc. Shravana Manana, we are not referring to that. Tapasa, karmanava, or by karma. Then how is it attained? Jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvaha. Here this jnana, the word jnana, is not that satyam jnana or anything. Here it is referring to buddhi. It is referring to buddhi. Why? Our Anandagiri is explaining jnana prasadena iti. Atra jnayate arthaha aneneti vyutpatya buddhi ruchyate. Jnana jnayate anena iti jnanam. It is called karana vyutpatti. So this vyutpatti is told in different ways. So jnayate anena. By this something is known. An object is known. Jnayate arthaha anena. Arthaha means an object. Jnayate arthaha aneneti jnanam. Iti vyutpatya buddhihi uchyate. Here in this particular context, we are referring to buddhi or antahkarana. We are referring to buddhi. Buddhi prasadena. Now once we say buddhi, now it is clear. Buddhi prasadena. Prasada means prasada chittam, chitta prasadaha. That is tranquility of mind, quietitude, where all the desires etc. have been subsided, have subsided. So that is that state. So we are talking about this cleanliness and nischalatva and nirmalatva. It is like a mirror. That mirror has to be clean, and if you take the image of water, the water should not be ruffled. It should not be something which is disturbed. It should be a tranquil water. So like that tranquility of mind. So that is it. So jnana prasadena vishuddha sattvaha, vishuddhantah karanaha. So his antahkarana is clean. So from that tataha means by that, tatastu tam pasyate. Tam means Brahma. Tam Brahma pasyate, he sees. What type of Brahma? Tam nishkalam Brahma pasyate. Nishkalam means kala. Kala means parts, isn't it? Earlier also we got this word just in the same khanda, earlier khanda. Nishkalam Brahma. Nishkalam means something which is devoid of any parts. So when he was having Dvaita Buddhi, he was seeing all, say, kala. So many parts he was seeing. But now he has gone to a stage where Vishuddha Antahkarana. His Antahkarana has become clean. Once his Antahkarana has become clean, he is not seeing any difference. He is not seeing that duality. So that is what it is. Nishkalam Brahma. Earlier he was seeing so many parts. So now he is not seeing so many parts, he is seeing one thing. So Nishkalam Brahma, Dhyayamanaha, by proper, say, Dhyanam. Dhyanam means, now we are coming to this Jnana Sadhanam, that is Shravana Manana, etc. So that is what we see. Let us read the Bhashyam. Yasmat na chakshusha gruhyate kenachidapi arupatvat.
Yasmat na chakshusha gruhyate kenachidapi arupatvat.
Napi gruhyate vacha anabhidheyatvat.
Napi gruhyate vacha anabhidheyatvat.
Nacha anyair devaihi itarendriyaihi.
Nacha anyair devaihi itarendriyaihi.
Okay, yasmat na chakshusha gruhyate. It is not known by the mind, known by the eye. Gruhyate kenachit means by anyone, kenachidapi, by anyone. Arupatvat, because it is something which is not having a, it is not something which is delimited. Rupam, anything which is having a rupam is something which is delimited. This is something which is not delimited, it is not having a rupam, it cannot be seen. Then napi gruhyate vacha, nor it can be known by the words, nor it can be explained by the words. Then anabhidheyatvat, abhidheya. Abhidheya means that which can be described. Abhidheya. Abhidhanam is a name. Abhidheya means something which can be told by an abhidhanam, that which can be described by abhidhanam as this and this. So you can't say this and this, you can only say not this, neti, neti. So anabhidheyatvat. Then nacha anyair devaihi. Anyair devaihi means itarendriyaihi. Itara jnanendriyehi karmendriyescha. Not only jnanendriya but also by karmendriyehi. Then tapasah sarvaprapti sadhanatvepi.
तपसः सर्वप्राप्ति साधन हेतुत्वेपि
Okay, sadhana hetutvepi na tapasa gruhyate.
न तपसा गृह्यते.
Tapasas sarvaprapti sadhanatvepi. Though this tapas is supposed to be something which is sarvaprapti sadhanam, it is the sadhanam for attaining everything. Tapas, austerity. Though this is supposed to be like that, even then na tapasa gruhyate. It is not, it cannot be known by mere austerities. Then we are coming to Agnihotradi karma. Tatha Vaidikena Agnihotradi karmana
तथा वैदिकेन अग्निहोत्रादिकर्मणा
prasiddha mahatvena api na gruhyate.
प्रसिद्धमहत्वेनापि न गृह्यते.
Okay, tatha Vaidikena karma. Karma means all this Vaidika karma only, isn't it? It can be Vaidika karma or Smarta karma also. Vaidika karma means that which is mentioned in the Veda. Smarta karma is Smurtis. Now we are, of course, we are now referring to Vedic karma only. Vaidikena Agnihotradi karmana prasiddha mahatvena. Its mahatvam, its greatness is so well known, it is so well established. Prasiddha mahatvam means its mahatvam or greatness is prasiddham. Prasiddham means it is so well established. So by that Agnihotradi karma which is so well, whose greatness is so well established, even by that this Brahman cannot be known. Mahatvena api na gruhyate. Kim punastasya grahane sadhanam ityaha.
किं पुनस्तस्य ग्रहणे साधनमित्याह.
Kim punaha, what then? Tasya grahane, in order to capture it. Grahanam means actually grabbing, grabhnati, grabbing. That is seeing, that is knowing, realizing. That is grahanam means knowing. What is the sadhanam? What is the sadhanam in order to know that? Ityaha. What is it? Then jnana prasadena, we are coming to that word. Jnana prasadena
ज्ञानप्रसादेन
आत्मावबोधन समर्थमपि स्वभावेन सर्वप्राणिनां ज्ञानम्
आत्मावबोधनसमर्थमपि स्वभावेन सर्वप्राणिनां ज्ञानं
बाह्य विषय रागादि दोष कलुषितम्
बाह्यविषयरागादिदोषकलुषितम्
अप्रसन्नम् अशुद्धं सन्
अप्रसन्नम् अशुद्धं सन्
न अवबोधयति
न अवबोधयति
नित्यं सन्निहितमपि आत्मतत्त्वं
नित्यं सन्निहितमपि आत्मतत्त्वं
मलावनद्धमिव आदर्शम्
मलावनद्धमिव आदर्शं
विलुलितमिव सलिलम्.
विलुलितमिव सलिलम्.
So he is giving two comparisons here. We will see. Kim punah tad grahane sadhanam. What is the means to attain it? It is saying jnana prasadena. So that jnana prasadena word is being explained. What is that jnana? Jnana, I told you, it is buddhi. So atmavabodhana samarthamapi svabhavena sarvapraninaam jnanam. That is sarvapraninaam jnanam. That is buddhi of everybody, every being. Sarvapraninaam, buddhi of all beings. What is it? Swabhavena. Swabhavena means by its very nature. By its very nature, what is it? Atmavabodhana samarthamapi. So it is having the capacity to know that Atma. So that means you and I, we are born, say, with a clean mind. You and I, we are born with a very, very clean mind, very clear mind, Shuddha, very clean mind. Over a period of time, so many things are added to our brain. So our identity has been established. Your parents have said, you are this, you are that, you are that. Then somebody says, you belong to this religion. Somebody says, no, you are this, you are that, you are angry, you are this. You are good, you are bad, etc., etc. So many things are there. So, this Svabhavena Atmavabodhana Samarthamapi. You can, if you see that line, Svabhavena Atmavabodhana Samarthamapi. So, this Jnanam, which is Buddhi, by its very nature, it is capable of knowing. But what has happened to that? Unfortunately, the tragedy is Bahya Vishaya Ragadi Dosha Kalushitam. It is so well, say, kalushitam. Kalushitam means tarnished, so well tainted, so well tarnished. Kalushitam, kalusham, you know, kalushitam. So well tarnished, so well tainted by bahya vishaya ragadi dosha. So this dosha, defects, it is tainted by so many defects. This buddhi, naturally, though it is having that natural capacity to know Brahma, it is tainted. It is so well, it is dirty. It is so dirty by what? By this greed, desire, and all these defects. It has acquired a lot of chitta malam. So raga, dvesha, etc., they are all called chitta malam, isn't it? Malam means dirt. Chitta malam means the dirt on the mind. So this mind is compared to, number one, a mirror, number two, a lake. The mirror has to be very, very clean, and the lake, the water should not be, say, moving. The water should be tranquil. So that is it, that we are going to see. Kalushitam aprasannam ashuddham. So this mind is aprasannam. Aprasannam means there is no chitta prasada. There is no chitta prasada, aprasannam it is. Prasada, if it is there, it is called prasannam. When it is not, then when there is no prasada, that is aprasannam. Aprasannam ashuddham san, by being that, na avabodhayati. It cannot understand. Na avabodhayati. Nityam sannihitamapi atmatattvam. Though this atmatattvam is every time, it is always there within, it is always there so close. Nityam sannihitamapi, it is always so close with you. Then malavanadhamiva adarsham. Adarsham means mirror. Adarsham is a mirror. Mala avanadhamiva. It is covered by dirt. Mala avanadham. It is covered by dirt. Mala means dirt. Avanadham means covered, disturbed or avanadham. Then vilulitam eva salilam. Salilam means water. Vilulitam means troubled, which is ruffled. So something which is disturbed. Water which is disturbed. So like that, so we are talking about the same nirmalatvam and nischalatvam. The mind has to be nirmalam. Mind means this say glass. The glass has to be without dirt. That is nirmalatvam. Nischalatvam, like water in that say lake, it should be nischala. So the mind has to be clean, and it should also be not disturbed by this raga, dvesha, etc. If you imagine mind as a lake, this Manasa Sarovara, you say, this Manasa Sarovara, it should be tranquil. It should be tranquil, clean, the water should be clean, and it should also be not moving. So that is what we refer to as Manas Sarovar. So we will continue in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti